My name's Brianna, and I'm a mom of two of a 2-year age gap, and I'm going to tell you what nobody tells you about this age.
Okay, Brianna, you're completely right, first of all. In case you haven't seen a video, go check it out. But she essentially talks about that what no one tells you about this age gap is that for years probably after you're having your second one, you are just constantly trying to avoid catastrophe and your kids pretty much like putting themselves in danger or putting each other in danger. So I have friends that have like a 3-year, 4-year, 5-year age gap, and that's a completely different ballgame already. Because if you're a parent too, you know how fast the kids are developing, right? Like 6 months later, if they're 6 months older, for instance, than they were just like 6 months ago, they're already completely different human beings. So, anyways, just to give you an example too, I have two boys, they're 2 and 4 right now. And right now, my older one, he just started learning or is learning to ride the bicycle, right? He's almost there. So he wants to take his bicycle everywhere, right? Like, for instance, yesterday we parked at the parking lot to essentially cross a street, a super busy street, and then walk around to like the playground where we wanted to meet some friends. And my younger one, of course, he has to take his balance bike everywhere. He has to do everything that his older brother is doing. When I say everything, I mean everything. And he's 2, he's not 4 years old. So obviously some of the stuff that his older brother is doing, he just can't do yet. But he doesn't care about that at all. And of course, he's in his terrible twos right now. And so has a lot of rage and anger. Is also different from his older brother, but so, it's very hard to negotiate with him. I have to use hostage negotiation tactics sometimes, and I literally listened to a hostage negotiation book expert that like was negotiating with hostages back when he worked at the FBI. But I digress. So anyway, so my younger one then wants to take his balance bike. He doesn't know, he knows even less than my older one about street rules. I'm obviously trying to teach them, right? I'm trying to teach my older one as well. But just the amount of stress and the amount of you have to be on it. No, doesn't matter how tired you are. It really does not matter. You got to be on it for every second almost of the day. Because if you're just slacking off for like 1 millisecond, it can be so fast that something can happen, right? And just like literally, of course you also want to give them, joyful childhood memories. And I want my older one to be able to learn how to ride the bike, right? And so yeah, just like that, kind of navigating these situations and these moments. And like now we are of course training our older one. We're about to, oh my gosh, we're about to like potty train him as well. And listen, if you're a fellow parent who can, give me some tips, I have no idea. Because how on earth I will have to negotiate with my older one every time we're out and about and my young one has to go potty. Now I have to negotiate with my older 4-year-old to come with me. And that will always be probably, yeah, oh boy. Anyways, so essentially, yeah, that's something that I feel like no one told me about the age gap. On the other hand, I mean, they are like best buddies, like they definitely are also, and I can see how they just love playing together for like long periods of time. But then also just for us parents right now, because they usually when we go out they run in opposite directions, or and I don't have like eyes on the back of my head. It's a challenge. Yes, I heard it does get easier if you have older kids already. Let me know, because right now we're just surviving. We're just surviving.